You are listening to Fantha Tracks.
It's time to spin round the rim. This is Desert Planet Discs. Star Wars music in a single file. Here are your hosts, Carl Bayless and Greg Robertson.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Desert Planet Discs. This is track number 23 of Desert Planet Discs. Hope you've listened to tracks 1 to 22 and the bonus tracks. And if you haven't, please go back and listen to them all because they're fantastic, let me tell you. This is Greg here, aka Darth Elvis, and of course I'm joined by the man who likes to beat the skins several times a week, my brother in the force, Carl Mooncat Drums Bayliss. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. And I should also say, kicking off the show this week, we had the Merkins with Green Child of Mine, the Guns N' Roses classic Sweet Child of Mine parody form. Go and check out the Merkins on YouTube. They have not only that excellent music video, but as it's coming up to Halloween, they also have a great selection of some horror parodies as well, including my favourite Backstreet Boys song, I Want It That Way, a nice horror parody of that. So go check out the Merkins on YouTube.
The video for that Green Child of Mine is stunning. We got a little Grogu dressed up as Slash with the top hat and the little wig, and plays the guitar solo by floating the guitar up with the force. And yeah, just has to be seen to be believed. So go and check it out and support them.
Yeah, absolutely. As much Grogu as you can get, really, the more the better, because everybody loves Grogu.
They do.
So what's been happening in Mooncat Drums world?
It's actually been slightly less Star Warsy and a lot more drummy recently, ramping up for gigs with various bands over the coming weeks. So so it's been a busy old time, but I did manage to spare some time a couple of weekends ago to meet up with our Lord and Master, not Jesus Christ.
Not far off.
Yeah, not far off. Yes, Mr. Newbold. Yeah. Yes. They seem to think I'm some sort of deity. Yes, we met up and we had a lovely day out around Collectomania in Birmingham on the I think it was first Sunday in September, and we recorded a bit of a live making tracks show whilst walking around, and also met up with Mr. Booker, who was there for Spring Fair in his not Spring Fair, Autumn Fair.
Booker's alive!
Yes, he definitely was. And he was wandering around Autumn Fair, checking out all the latest goodies that are going to be coming to shops near you just in time for Christmas.
Yay.
And into the new year. So, yes, expect lots of Grogu again. If you can put Grogu's face on it at the moment, you'll probably find it in a store somewhere.
So when are you going to have Grogu on your bass drum skin?
Oh, Grogu bass drum skin. I hadn't thought about that, but now it has to be done. Yes, and I know several people who do. Obviously, being in half a dozen bands or whatever it is I'm in now. Yeah, I do lose count, folks. Normally during the set as well. 1, 2. What comes next?
Which band am I playing with?
That's it. Oh, I've had that many a time. How does this song go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope for the best. So yeah, there's a guy I use that does like decals for the front of bass drum. So a Grogu one would be very good, and in fact may come in useful for something we'll talk about a little bit later.
Indeed. So did you pick up anything nice in your travels with Mr. Newbold?
I didn't. I was sorely tempted. There was a guy, because we were there on the Sunday, as it was getting towards the afternoon, obviously some of the traders are like, I don't really want to have to pack all this stuff, so crazy sale time. And there was a guy selling Blu-rays who'd got the original 6-film Blu-ray set, with the box set with the
this is the Tatooine scene on the box.
That's the one. That was like 80 odd quid when it came out. And he got that up for 20 quid. I was like, well, that's not bad. And as we walked past and sort of mooched slightly, he went, 50% off everything. And I was like, whoa, that plus all the bonus discs for a tenner is a bargain. But I've already got it.
Yeah.
So
That is a bargain.
Yeah, so I was half tempted to get it. I don't know quite why.
Christmas gift for somebody who's never seen Star Wars.
Exactly, that sort of thing.
But we don't know anyone like that.
Actually, I worked with somebody like that. It would have been a good Secret Santa for him. Oh well, there we go. But no, other than that, I've been being very good. Mainly because my credit card bill for the celebration tickets also landed.
Yes, I did the old PayPal and 3 for that, and the final payment did come off this month as well. So paid for. Still need to work out how I'm going to get my wife and son in, but
parachute through the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm going to dress them up or something, I think.
Yeah,
get them in, get them all dressed up, ready to go. Do the old Leia and Ben Kenobi. Stick.
That's
one
it.
in
That's
jacket.
it. Big trench coat, an Imperial officer's hat.
Yeah,
and you'll get small children anywhere. Through a maximum security Imperial base, even. Who knew?
Who knew?
Yes. So, how about yourself? Anything arrived recently? The old Grey Star?
So, I think since we last spoke, I've had some more Roosevelt shirts appear.
There's a surprise.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm a bit obsessed with an American shirt company, or not just shirts, apparel, and generally do T-shirts and underwear and hats and stuff. Yeah,
they're branching out quite a lot now.
Yeah, they've got, and I think they're getting tiki mugs in now, but they're the geeky tiki mugs. But so I've been buying from them for a couple of years now, and the Star Wars collection continues to grow from them. I picked up a nice David Pumpkins Halloween shirt off somebody on the Insiders group, and I picked up a second-hand Designing the Galaxy shirt. I think that's what it's called, which has got lots of Roth Macquarie art on it.
Oh, is that the sort of white one with it's like grey and blue sketchy type? Yeah,
that's the very one.
Ah, very nice.
What else did I get? Oh yeah, the Cantina shirt, which I was desperately after because because it's got the Cantina band on it, but most importantly, it's got Akmina from the holiday special.
Yes.
So B. Arthur on a shirt. It was an essential purchase that for me. So
yeah, those
appeared. My wife kindly bought me the Grand Inquisitor retro collection figure.
Oh, very nice.
I've got the balance of those figures on the way. Another couple of pieces of vintage Kenner coming to plug in the gaps. So I got Luke Andor and his poncho.
Ooh.
So I just need to get a belt for the poncho, and that'll be that figure complete. And just a few accessories to go, and I'll have my complete run done.
Cool.
So that was exciting.
If you let me know a complete list of what you're looking for, it is in just a few weeks. And by the time this airs, it'll be next weekend. It's Echo Live.
Yes, indeed.
In Redditch. So I will be making a bit of a whistle-stop tour because one of my friends has very inconveniently arranged to get married that day. So I shall be joining him in the afternoon for his nuptials, but we'll be making the short journey from here to Redditch first thing because I've got my early bird pass in, so we shall get that on the go.
Excellent. It's not long to go. I'm gutted I'm going to miss it this time. It was fantastic fun last time around, but sadly, no, I'm going to have to stay put this time around.
Yeah, well, I'll keep, as I say, I'll keep an eye out for you, and if I see an Endor poncho belt, we shall see if we can acquire that for you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Shall we move on to our regular segment of the show?
Well, talking about shopping, we'll go from the expensive end to
Desert Planet discounts. Desert Planet discounts. Desert Planet discounts. It'll cost you a hand or two.
There we go. Yeah, as you can tell, folks, we haven't yet sorted out the jingle for that.
We will get a jingle going.
We will get a jingle. But the reason we haven't got a jingle, we will also be discussing later on. So stay tuned.
Indeed. We've noticed a few bargains kicking about.
Yes.
Zavi at the moment have a 25% off Hasbro. That's your Black Series Vintage Collection. Anything Hasbro on their website. Using the code Hasbro25 gets you 25% off Hasbro goodies. Not only that, Zavi also have 15% off Star Wars Lego at the moment using code SW15. And I believe there's also another code, BSTUK, you'll get free delivery. Now, I don't know if that works using multiple codes. I don't know. I've not tried it, but give it a go, people. See what happens.
That's it. Let us know how you get on, and also what you end up buying.
Goodies.
And not only that, our friends EMP in the UK, via their website, have a sale on at the moment and have some awesome Star Wars apparel. I'm particularly fond of, they do some Scarif surf shorts.
Ooh.
Swimming shorts, which really, really nice. And a shirt that goes with it as well. But they never seem to have the shirt in my size. But the swimming shorts, board shorts, could be winging their way here very soon.
Carabast.
Yes. And our good friends over at Disney, disneystore.co.uk, have got...
shopdisney.co.uk.
That's the one, sorry. Yes, shopdisney.co.uk. Yes, have a bit of a sale on at the moment as well. It says up to 50%, and then browsing through some stuff earlier, there's some stuff that's like 70% off.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, they say 50, but it says 70 in certain places. So
yeah.
Big bargains.
So before Mickey comes to his senses and realises that he's over discounting stuff, get yourself over there and check out. There's quite a few of the limited edition pins and things like that are in the sale for literally like £3.60, £3.80, something like that. Where they're normally sort of over £12. So
they've also they had a collection of T-shirts and stuff with like vintage figures on.
Yes.
And they're in the sale as well.
Yeah, and I think there's a cap and a small one of these backpacks that's fashionable with all the kids that you can basically just about get a bottle of water in. And not much else. Yeah, maybe a pencil. But hey, that's the grumpy old man in me coming out.
Shocking behaviour.
Shocking behaviour. And talking of grumpy old men... See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yes, one of the biggest events since we last spoke to you people was a Grumpy Old Men's weekend away. No, it was anything but grumpy. But yes, Darth Elvis and Friends convened for the first time ever in person.
Indeed.
With all three members, they namely being Greg, a.k.a. Darth Elvis, myself, and the uber-talented Mr. Andy Lith, who also provided us with accommodation in the wonderful Kirkcudbright, or as Greg calls it, Kirkcudbright, in Dumfries, which is a beautiful part of the world, and was also the setting for the Wicker Man film, featuring Star Wars alumni Christopher Lee. So there you go, fact fans. So yes, we got together for a Jolly Boys weekend and to thrash out lots of plans and world domination stuff, and to actually see if we could do half of these songs that we've lovingly brought you in the studio. See if we could actually do them live
and in person.
And for the most part, we could do something approaching a tune.
Which was a surprise to everybody.
Yes.
Especially us.
No, I'm going to say not least us. But so watch this space, folks. Watch this hyperspace. There could well be Darth Elvis and Friends live performances coming to you, both in the semi-near future, but possibly stick April 2023 in your diary, if it's not already.
Fingers crossed.
You know, we might crop up with an acoustic guitar while you're queuing to get into celebration. You know,
we might get frog marched off the property.
Yeah, we might get thrown out. But as we've said before, if there's somewhere we can play, we will try and play it. So, fingers crossed, we will sort something out. Obviously, we're only really now about 6 months away.
That's scary.
Which is very scary, especially when you consider that you're going to pretty much lose a month of that with Christmas.
Yeah,
because it's right at the beginning of April. So, yeah, it's a funny old time. But yeah, we're planning, and yes, it was a resounding success. Thank you again to Andy and his family for hosting us for the weekend.
Indeed, yeah, fantastic weekend. Very productive. We got some fantastic ice cream.
We did. That was awesome. Yes, we went to a little farm that's just outside Kakubari that makes its own ice cream. Unfortunately, they'd run out of what was the whiskey one?
Oh, I don't know.
It was whiskey and something, but obviously we couldn't trample that one because it was so popular. It had sold out. But there was. I think I had lemon curd as one of mine, which is gorgeous.
You did indeed. I can't remember what I had. I think I had honeycomb or something.
Yeah, there was the honeycomby one, wasn't there?
The most important thing was we had our Camptonos with us. So managed to do a pose for a picture.
Yes, so
with the Camptonos.
Check out Darth Elvis social media, because I think, did that go up on Instagram?
The Camptono picture?
Yeah.
It's definitely gone online somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's gone on Instagram and Facebook and maybe YouTube.
Yeah. So yes, a lovely weekend, and as you say, very productive. So stay tuned, folks. More to come.
Yeah, new songs on the way as well. We practiced some songs we've been talking about for.
Yes.
Well, some songs I've been talking about for 15 years.
Yes.
Finally performed part of that weekend. So very excited about future and gigging.
Indeed.
We need to get a second rehearsal plan.
We do. Although, sort of 1 in 3 years is an achievement. So
yeah, it's pretty good going. Yeah.
Yes. So more to come from that. But not resting on his laurels, Mr. Elvis has a remix.
Yes, indeed. So caught up recently with TIE Fighter pilot, my good friend Mr. Stuart Niche, bass player from Darth Elvis and Imperials. He came to visit on my birthday. And as a little birthday treat, he gave me this special remix of C-3PO, which is the King Creole by Elvis originally. A stunning remix. He did a great job of this, if I do say so myself. So big thanks to Niche for this, and here it is for your listening pleasure.
Shut up. Just open the door, you stupid lot. You know he's gone. Laughing like a man I'm gonna fall. Yeah! You know he's gone. He's a golden god 3PO. Well, he tells a story about a space battle. Tells a story about a hand frozen. Tells a story about slave Leia. He tells some tale about Darth Vader. I know he's gone. Laughing like a man I'm gonna fall. My companion cost me nothing but strife. When I have an oil map, it's gonna feel so good. Cause those rebels were doomed. You know he's gone. Laughing like a man I'm gonna fall. Yeah! You know he's gone. He's a golden god 3PO. You know he's gone. Golden god 3PO.
So that was Darth Elvis and the Imperials with the Niche remix of C-3PO. And you can find that, the original version of that, on the album 4, available from all good car boot sales in the Greater Scotland area. And I'm sure if you were to drop us a message or drop Darth Elvis a message via any of his social media channels, he'd be able to sort you out with a copy. Is that right, Greg?
Yes, indeed. I still have some CDs in the loft somewhere.
There we go.
It is on Spotify if you want to stream it,
Yes.
and it's no longer in Bandcamp. But some of the tracks are also on SoundCloud, so you can check on SoundCloud, Spotify.
And if we've still got any left by the time Celebration rolls around, rest assured they'll be available from us at Celebration.
Indeed.
So, having spent good part of last episode talking about our hopes and anticipation for the upcoming series Andor and its 31st of August release date, no sooner had we pressed stop on the recording that we got the news that the release was being pushed back 3 weeks to September the 21st. Hence, this episode is called And rather than And Or. So, yes, we had hoped to talk lots and lots and lots about our initial thoughts and feelings about the show, and we can't do that because it hasn't come on yet. But what we did get as part of Disney Plus Day on the 8th of September was a bit of an extended look at one of the sequences from the series. And I think that's the same sneak peek that they got in the US with the exclusive screening of Rogue One in IMAX. I'd seen some leaked footage from those IMAX screenings, and it looked to be the same sequence. So,
from what I've heard, there was maybe some slight differences to the trailer element that was added, but
Right.
I think the scene itself was all exactly the same.
Yeah. So, we got Cassian in a sort of warehouse, handing over to I don't know what the character's name is. I should have looked that up really, but obviously working for the rebellion and trying to recruit Cassian, who clearly isn't officially part of the rebellion at that point.
Luthen Rael. I don't know how to pronounce the surname, but Luthen Rael or something along those lines.
Okay. So
some weird cube thing he was handing over, wasn't it? It was like a
yeah. Well, it sort of looked like a cross between like a bit of a computer and Darth Vader's chest plate.
Yeah, it was Darth Vader's chest plate. It kind of reminded me of. Totally. Yeah.
So and they're in some sort of disused building, warehousey sort of thing that has a lot of heavy machinery hanging from the ceiling by chains.
Yeah,
and
sensible.
Yeah, sensible thing to do with heavy machinery hanging from the ceiling of a building. And a bit of a gunfight ensues with some presumably Imperial soldiers, or certainly not stormtroopers. And from the uniforms, not any of the sort of classic Imperial guards or anything like that. So could be early days of the Empire, non-stormtrooper operatives. And they sort of start shooting, and consequently all this heavy machinery starts crashing to the floor. So you can imagine if they were to do Andor the Lego game, that would be one of the levels where it's all crashing down and you've got to dodge them and roll under things. And a classic old level.
Droid Factory Attack of the Clones.
That sort of thing. So it was a really good clip, and I don't know what you made of it, Greg, but I certainly thought, this is sticking with that kind of gritty, dirty Rogue One vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. I think Luthen as a character is going to be really interesting for the show. Because in the trailers, you kind of see two totally distinctly different looks for him, and he's a fantastic actor. Old Stellan Skarsgård. He's a great addition to the cast, and definitely has that grittiness. And it's, I think it's going to appeal to people who might not be Star Wars fans, might just be into like spy sort of espionage type things. It's kind of looks like it's a nice opening point for them to maybe kind of somebody's into that kind of show to kind of have an opening into the Star Wars world, if you like, if they've never watched it before.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of get the impression from what we've seen in the trailers and everything else, where Mon Mothma is the sort of more polished senator, and keeps herself more on that side of things. The official senatorial role. I get the impression that Stellan's character is more. He has that side to him where he's got like an official. He might even be a dignitary of some sort, but he's the one that is actually sort of getting stuck in on the ground level and really sort of getting involved in the rebellion and the underhand dealings and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I'm getting more and more excited each trailer that comes out for it. It's starting to. I think the fact it's got the trailers have so much of that location I went to see. Seeing that come up on in the trailers, it's getting me very excited. It's great to have Scotland popping up so prominently in the trailers.
Yeah,
pretty much every grassy scene you see in the trailers is shot either in Argyll and Bute or Perthshire. So I'm very much hoping I get the chance to go and visit the Perthshire location. I've not done that yet, but it is definitely on the cards that I will do that at some point.
Cool. Yeah, and I say by the time you're listening to this, the first 3 episodes will have aired because they're due to come out Wednesday the 21st. So yeah, we'll obviously be rounding up probably about the first 6 or 7 episodes in the next show. So we'll hopefully be well into the series by then and have hopefully a bit better idea where it's going, or maybe we won't. Maybe it's going to be one of those really sort of twisty turny storylines that keeps you guessing throughout. So yeah, really excited for it. As we've said before, absolutely love Rogue One, and anything that's exploring that era and in that same sort of genre of film and TV making is very welcome.
Absolutely. Is there if there was one thing you could have in the show, what would it be?
One thing you could have in the show. Ooh.
Whether that's a cameo from a character or I don't know, seeing I don't know, to say certain type of trooper or ship or something from the expanded universe maybe cropping up.
Yeah,
I know what my answer is.
I'd quite like to see, and again, it depends whereabout in the timeline exactly they're pitching this, compared to how that now stacks up with some of the stuff that they've brought into Rebels, but some of the Macquarie concept troopers.
Oh, yeah.
Which did they bring some of those into Bad Batch?
Yes, there was I think some of that design.
Yeah, so that would be quite interesting. And as well, you've obviously got around that era, because that's kind of coming on from the Bad Batch a bit. Obviously, you've got the potential for some of the Bad Batch to crop up, maybe.
Yeah, very true.
Although, whether that would counter any of the storylines from the next series of Bad Batch, lose some of the element of peril of, oh yes, well, XYZ character can't die because they crop up in Andor, which is set 5 years further on or 10 years further on, so they're still around. So yeah, so maybe a Bad Batch character, maybe Omega.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, without trying to wrap it too much into, certainly the Rogue One characters. I wouldn't want to see too many of them, cropping up. Certainly the main cast, purely because I think that sort of thrown together gang works because they haven't got any sort of real history. So, and I know a lot of people always mention the fact that it's a big old galaxy, so why do they keep running into the same people?
Yeah, R2 and C3 are everywhere.
yeah. So, but yeah, I think Bad Batch is probably where I would go. Not quite sure who, but
I'm going to give you my wish in the style in the style of Sophia from the Golden Girls. Picture this: London, 2016. The Rogue One panel at Celebration Europe. In comes the greatest character in all of Star Wars history. Biston, the space monkey.
Biston, the space monkey.
He was in like 2 or 3 shots, more than Constable Zuvio. Sorry, Mr. Keeler. More than Constable Zuvio, so he's a bigger star. Let's be honest. Didn't see enough of him. His appearance at Celebration Europe gave me goosebumps. I was like, this is amazing. Check this, guys. Look at this costume. Nick Kellington, brilliant. I want Nick Kellington back as Biston, popping up in Andor.
There you go.
That'd be great. Maybe not season 1, season 2.
Yeah. I know a few people have said, like, by the time you get into season 2, which is supposed to butt right up to Rogue One, you kind of hope we get to see, some of the, Anton Merricks and people like that. Alexandra Petrie's character and General Tadonna and people like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they crop up, but probably a bit early in season 1.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, Biston's a good shout. I thought for a minute you were going to say Krennic.
No.
Because that was also a really, really good entrance at
That was a very good entrance as well, yeah. But nobody beats Biston, so...
Yeah, we shall see. And by the time you're listening to this, we shall have seen some of it, so...
Yeah, a quarter of it.
Indeed.
Shall we have some more music, sir?
Yes. And as we're talking Andor and the rise of the Empire, we thought we'd bring you another track from the excellent Bad Lip Reading. Obviously, you only get half of the effect by listening to the show. Strongly urge you to get over to YouTube to check this one out, because as the name suggests, Bad Lip Reading is all about the lyrics are bad lip reading versions of clips from Star Wars. So this one is a lot of footage of Tarkin and Leia's exchanges on the Death Star, and this is called It's Not a Moon.
I really liked your Falcon sketch. When I was bored, I burned it.
Chopping your legs. You don't know how hot I find these buns.
Touch my face and you'll have to call G's when there's bees on your sleeve.
Now I have to go teach the kids to drink powdered goat bladders.
But they want roast beef and you have no puppets. You gave them all to me.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what you said to the man with the black head. Where is the rubber band? You're ruining my plan.
Down the street, just go down the street.
They've got the ultimate power in the universe, and before it gets better, it's getting worse. It's not a satellite, but it can light up the sky when it blows. Oh, 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 oh. It's red, but it's not a moon. 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 Oh, look at her face. She's happy as a tribble. Get my wedding suit.
Boy, you don't got a clue.
Girl, you're crazy cute.
I'm gonna kick some grits up on your face.
Yeah, alright. Do you have any bunions or lesions upon you? Let me check your feet.
Why?
I don't like parasites or children of the night. A quail and his rubber beak are beautifully unique. Bleep, bloop, blow. Goodbye to your home. They've got the ultimate power in the universe, and before it gets better, it's getting worse. It's not a satellite, but it can light up the sky when it blows. Oh, 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 oh. It's red, but it's not a moon. 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 Death of a culture. The death of a
like a funky thing cause you don't live in the rhythm. This cheese is delicious and now I've gotta put a brown thing in your face. I'm tired of you, Phil. Once you get a landfill, someone make him stop. Put his bones in a box. Oh, nice, Phil. Why don't you have a stroke? They've got the ultimate power in the universe, and before it gets better, it's getting worse. It's not a satellite, but it can light up the sky when it blows. Oh, 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 oh. It's rare, but it's not alone. It's not alone. It's not alone. It's rare, but it's not alone. It's not alone. It's not alone. Death of a culture. Death of a culture. It's not alone. It's not alone. It's not alone. Death of a culture. Death of a culture. It's not alone. It's not alone. It's not alone.
That was the classic It's Not a Moon by Bad Lip Reading. As Carl mentioned, go and check them out on YouTube. It's only half the fun listening to the tune. You've got to see the videos that go with them. We've got several great Star Wars parody, or not parody videos really, but Bad Lip Reading videos and all sorts of other great stuff. The NFL videos are some of my favourite ones. So go check out Bad Lip Reading on YouTube. Right, moving on. Well, not that long ago, during the summer, in fact, when we were at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, there was some advertising for Lego Summer Vacation. That was released in August, I think, was it?
It was.
Start of August.
Yeah, first weekend or around the
first week of August, wasn't it?
Yeah, first week of August. So, Lego Summer Vacation, the latest in the Lego shorts. They've obviously done the holiday special, and they did the Halloween episode.
Terrifying Tales.
Yes, last year. So this is the latest of these Lego specials, which, as ever, jam-packed with little nods and little in-jokes and crazy antics. Obviously, in your household, Greg, you have a multitude of watchers of all ages. So how was it received in the Grace Star?
Yeah. This one, the Terrifying Tales one last year, the kids loved and watched it over and over and over. This one, I think, has been on once. So it really didn't hit as well as I said, Terrifying Tales. I'm even struggling to really remember that much about it, apart from seeing like Darth Vader and like Bermuda shorts or something.
Yeah, that seems to have been, from a lot of people I've spoken to, the general sort of feeling is that it was okay. Yeah. I do know some people who genuinely think it was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, for me, one of the weaker of the Lego specials did kind of get a bit of a flavour of, oh, look, they're aboard the Halcyon Galactic Star Cruiser. Let's talk lots about Galactic Star Cruiser and all the wonderful things you can do on Galactic Star Cruiser. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Advertising.
Merchandising as well.
Yeah, merchandising. Yes.
I very much want to visit the Halcyon, especially from the friend of the show, Martin Zuvio Keeler. He went back in July with his family and has nothing but high praise for the Halcyon. So I very much want to go and visit. I think from what I saw on the Lego special, they did quite a good job of pimping it. And it was a good interpretation of it from what the pictures I've seen, the videos I've seen. It looked the part. But yeah, no, the special in general just hasn't grabbed me as much as the previous ones. Yeah, as I say, I'd forgotten about the Halcyon Star Cruiser part until you mentioned it there. It's it just didn't hit home with me as much as Terrifying Tales. I think partially because I'm a big horror fan as well.
Yeah.
And the sort of references in that one to like the Lost Boys and I think the Wookiee's paw.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone reference, if I remember rightly. So yeah, no, for me, it was kind of almost like a one and done. I will definitely watch it again and hopefully get more from it the second time around. But yeah, it was a bit of a miss for me.
Yeah, likewise. As I say, it was enjoyable. You did, or certainly I got the feeling that they were almost trying to wrap up using that particular group of characters in the Lego specials. It's like, oh, it's our last vacation. Let's vacation together before we go off and do our own things.
So do you reckon we're going to get like Mando and Grogu and like Ahsoka maybe in future Lego specials?
It wouldn't surprise me if that's where they're trying to angle it, to try and move away from the legacy characters and start to introduce Lego specials for more of the Disney era characters.
Certainly makes sense, I think.
From the Disney Plus era, rather.
Especially with Grogu. Stick Grogu a little Christmas hat, there you go. It's like a Lego.
Yeah. And of course the Advent calendar this year is a big tie-in to that special as well. So one of the exclusive minifigs you get is Darth Vader in that summer vacation tank top, and the sand castle version of his castle on Mustafar and things like that. So it's very much sort of linked to that theme, if you like, the Lego Advent calendar, which is also now out and about and in shops. So if that's something that's on your shopping list, then keep an eye out for that as well.
Yeah, grab it while you can.
Yes. Yeah. Overall, the jokes and stuff were still in there. The little nods, Vader and the Emperor and things like that. But I was talking to. In fact, I was helping Claire and Johanna record the last episode of Planet Leia, where they were discussing the Princess and the Scoundrel book.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, that's also set on the Galactic Star Cruiser, Halcyon, because that's where they go on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
And Claire was saying pretty much the same sort of thing, that, whilst it fits into the story neatly, you do get the impression that it's kind of being pushed as like, oh, look, they're on the Halcyon. This is what happens on the Halcyon. They go to this part of the Halcyon, which for me is, I haven't yet read the book. I think I've got the audio book in the pile of audio books that I need to listen to. But it's very reminiscent of, is it the Galaxy's Edge Black Spire Outpost book?
Oh, yeah. Is that the Delia Dawson?
Delilah
Dawson.
Yeah. Which is a great book, a great story, hidden in an ad for Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. So it's because it picks up on from the Phasma book with Captain Cardinal.
Right. Yeah.
So you've got that character and Vimeradi and this whole really cool storyline going on, but because it's all set around Galaxy's Edge, or set on Batuu rather, and Black Spire Outpost. I think I said in an episode just after I read the book, rather than going, oh, they went into the bar, or they went into a bar, they went into Ogre's Cantina and ordered XYZ drink, not just like ordered a drink from the bar. And it seemed almost like a sort of travel guide for Galaxy's Edge with a story patched around it. So, yeah, hopefully, again, we don't seem to have had too much of that sort of in more recent times. So hopefully it's just a temporary blip, and we don't get too much sort of Halcyon thrown at us in other media rather, to try and entice us to go.
We don't need any more enticing. We want to go.
Yeah, we want to go. However, I'd rather pay my electricity bill for the month than.
Certainly the way things are going, yes.
yes. Topical joke there for you, folks.
Before we get all down and dreary talking about rising costs.
Indeed. Let's spin backwards, and our next tune comes from Balgosa Windspire on YouTube, and it is it's actually a song by MC Chris, for which Balgosa, who according to his biog, is a video game designer. He put together a really cool video using Star Wars Galaxies and footage, or the game engine from Star Wars Galaxies, to create a really cool video for this song, and it's called Fet's Vet.
Is it ready yet?
Hey man, almost done.
How long?
Take it easy, man. Just about done. There. This baby is purring like a gherkin. You're gonna get all the ladies in this.
Whatever.
Hey, how you gonna pay for this?
How about I let you live?
Are you serious?
I'm always serious.
Ha! You're such a kidder. Ah!
They never listen.
Cruising on set spot in my DeLorean. War's over, I'm a peacetime Mandalorian. My story is stumped, Star Wars historians. Deep in debate, buffet play at Bennigan's. Drown renegade, should I penetrate first and second offense? I won't hesitate. Gotta jump a do and Darth the guy with delegates. Got something against Skywalker, someone he really hates. I don't give a. I'm after solo, for all I carry. Could be hiding at Yoda's dojo. Gotta make the money, credit's no good. When a Jawa's running shop in your neighborhood. Think you can cook, I got a grappling hook. Let's make this quick, cause I'm really booked. I'm a devious degenerate defender of the devil. Shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the fat. Well, I bounty hunt for Java Hut to finance my vet. Well, I chill in deep space. A mask is over my face. Well, I deliver the pride, but I still narrow my eyes. Cause my time I don't like to waste. Get down. I'm a question, rap inside Enigma. Get inside a slave one, find your home and signal. From Andor to Heart, Ripley to Spock. I'll find what you want, but there's gonna be a car. Say my name is Boba Fett, I know much is tight. Sun acting right, yo, fuzz on a carbonite. Got telescopic sight, flamethrowers on my wrist. You still don't get the gist, spike boots are made to kick. Targets are made to hit. You think I give it? Your mama is a bitch. I see you in the Sarlacc pit. You just flip my switch, integrity's been dead. You scratching on my itch. You know I shoot the gift. I got Babina Secatinas with a lick my lusty lips. So I'll let you get back inside your little spaceship. Give you a head start, cause I'm a sporting con. Consider the starting line a sneaky smile, hide inside. Hope you have hyper drive. Pray to stay alive. Don't try to slip me five, cause I never take a bribe. To the beat of a different drummer. Bad as funny how to let no man put us under, or else they be put under as in 6 feet. Got an Imperial fleet backing me up. Gonna blow up any attempt to defeat. They got a Death Star. Got full payments on my car. Handed over to Hammerhead. At most I see bar. Used to carjack. He's a bar back. Just go to show how you can get back on the right track. As for me, that's not an option. Can't say that with more clarity. Me going legit would be like Jar Jar in speech therapy. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the fat. Well, I bounty hunt for Java Hut to finance my vet. Well, I chill in deep space. A mask is over my face. Well, I deliver the pride, but I still narrow my eyes. Cause my time I don't like to waste. Place it open like a tom-tom, faster than the Autobahn. Or a motorbike can try and do the deed, I'm then I'm gone. Java has a hissy fit, contact currency in. Overcoat the plan on photo politic, it's legit. Back in the day when I was a slave, living life in a fast lane, like in a pod race. Mean streak tweak, that became a basket case. So the space age, put that place post haze. Took up a number cars, called a Clone Wars. Life's not all about girls and cars. Getting been bossy, I'm not a retard. Okay, like the barge, I'm large and in charge with a face so scarred. A cold black heart that's been torn apart. The Sith wish that they had it so hard. Cause it's long ago when I'm far. Call me master, cause I'm faster to pry on far. I no longer have to hot wire. I'm a hunter for hire with no plans to retire. And all the sucker MCs can't call me sir. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba,
Hey man, almost done.
How long?
Take it easy, man. Just about done. There. This baby is purring like a gherkin. You're gonna get all the ladies in this.
Whatever.
Hey, how you gonna pay for this?
How about I let you live?
Are you serious?
I'm always serious.
Ha! You're such a kidder. Ah!
They never listen.
Cruising on set spot in my DeLorean. War's over, I'm a piece of Mandalorian. The story is stumped, Star Wars historians deep in debate, but they play at Benegans. Rhyme renegade, should I penetrate first and second offense? I won't hesitate. Got a job to do and Darth the guy with delegates. Got something against Skywalker, someone he really hates. I don't give a. I'm after Solo, for all I carry. Could be hiding at Yoda's dojo. Gotta make the money, credit's no good. When a Jawa's running shop in your neighborhood. Think you can cook? I got a grappling hook. Let's make this quick, cause I'm really booked. I'm a devious degenerate defender of the devil. Shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the fat. Well, I bounty hunt for Java Hut to finance my vet. Well, I chill in deep space. A mask is over my face. Well, I deliver the pride, but I still narrow my eyes. Cause my time I don't like to waste. Get down. I'm a question, rap inside Enigma. Get inside a slave one, find your home and signal. From Andor to Heart, Ripley to Spock. I'll find what you want, but there's gonna be a car. Say my name is Boba Fett, I know much to say. Son acting right, yo, fuzz on a carbonite. Got telescopic sight, flamethrowers on my wrist. You still don't get the gist, Spike boots have made a kick. Targets have made a hit. You think I give it? Your mama is a bitch. I see you in the Starlight pit. You just flip my switch, integrity's been dead. You scratching on my itch. You know I shoot the gift. I got Fabinas and Catinas way to lick my lusty lips. So I'll let you get back inside your little spaceship. Give you a head start, cause I'm a sporting con. Consider the starting line a stinky smile, hide inside. Hope you have hype and drive. Pray to stay alive. Don't try to slip me five, cause I never take a bribe. To the beat of a different drummer. Bad as funny, how to let no man put us under, or else they be put under as in 6 feet. Got an Imperial fleet backing me up. Gonna blow up any attempt to defeat. They got a Death Star. Got full payments on my car. Handed over to Hammerhead. At most I see bar. Used to carjack. He's a bar back. Just go to show how you can get back on the right track. As for me, that's not an option. Can't say that with more clarity. Me going legit would be like Jar Jar in speech therapy. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the fat. Well, I bounty hunt for Java Hut to finance my vet. Well, I chill in deep space. A mask is over my face. Well, I deliver the pride, but I still narrow my eyes. Cause my time I don't like to waste. Place it open like a tom-tom, faster than the Autobahn. Or a motorbike and try and do the deed, I'm then I'm gone. Java has a hissy fit, contact currency in. Overcoat the plan on photo politic, it's legit. Back in the day when I was a slave, living life in a fast lane like in a pod race. Mean streak tweaked, I became a basket case. So the space age, put that place post haze. Took up another cause, called a Clone Wars. Cause life's not all about girls and cars. Getting been bossy, I'm not a retard. Okay, like the barge, I'm large and in charge with a face so scarred. A cold black heart that's been torn apart. The Sith wish that they had it so hard. Cause it's long ago when the far call me master. Cause I'm faster to pry on far. I no longer have to hot wire. I'm a hunter for hire with no plans to retire. And all the sucker MCs can't call me sire. My backpacks got jets. Well, I'm Boba, the fat. Well, I bounty hunt for Java Hut to finance my vet. Well, I chill in deep space. A mask is over my face. Well, I deliver the pride, but I still narrow my eyes. Cause my time I don't like to waste. Get down.
And that was Balgosa Windspire, Vet's Vet, featuring MC Chris. Go and check out the video on YouTube. As mentioned, it contains some footage from Star Wars Galaxies, a music video built up from that. So we mentioned earlier on about the Andor sneak peek, which was a Disney Plus Day exclusive. Also released in Disney Plus Day was the making of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, A Jedi's Return documentary.
Yes.
Which was absolutely fantastic. Oh, love this. It was so cool, firstly, to see young Ewan McGregor, as from the beginning documentary from Phantom Menace. Ewan McGregor, fresh off the set of A Life Less Ordinary, I think, judging by his hairdo, which is a classic song by our good friends, Ash. One of my, I think, in fact, probably my favourite Ash song, A Life Less Ordinary.
Which hopefully I might see them playing, or by the time you're listening to this, I will have seen them play last weekend, because I'm going to see them this weekend.
Very jealous, but I am going to Belfast in December for their 30th anniversary concert, so I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
Boozy weekend away. That's going to be good fun. Anywho, yes, Jedi's Return came to Disney Plus on Disney Plus Day. Just over an hour long, I believe, was it? It was 101 minutes, something like that.
It was certainly a good chunky episode. Obviously, very much in the style of the gallery shows that we've had for Mando,
Book of Boba,
and Book of Boba. Although, whereas with the Mando gallery, we got like a series, didn't we? It was almost like,
I think it was a 4-parter, wasn't it?
Yeah, several episodes. Certainly, they've now sort of condensed that down into a sort of longer form single episode. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of the same people: Deborah Chow's, Dave Filoni, people like that. So, perhaps they're trying to be a bit more sparing, with their time, because they've got bigger and better things to be doing, like making more Star Wars.
Yay!
But one of the things that I really enjoyed with this one, particularly, is, as you say, lots of really sort of old prequel era footage of Ewan, Hayden, how excited they were to be involved in Star Wars at that point, and what it means to them to be able to come back to these characters now that the viewing audience has kind of accepted them. And I think, as they say themselves in the show, the kids that enjoyed Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, they're now in their 20s, 30s, or late 20s, 30s, even older. And so they're now that sort of, more appreciative, and they are like we are for the original trilogy cast. They're the holy grail then. So Ewan and Hayden, certainly a little bit surprised that Natalie wasn't involved in the show. Maybe season 2, who knows?
I think if there's going to be anything with Natalie, I can see her getting her own show.
Yeah, a Padme show.
A de-aged Padme show.
Yeah. Although, in fairness, Natalie hasn't aged particularly badly.
No, not at all.
With theatrical makeup being what it is, I think she could probably do a very good job without too much, certainly not the same level of de-aging that you would need or do need for, the Hayden and Obi-Wan.
Ewan
throwbacks to make them look sort of 20 years younger. Certainly she's more able to carry that, I would have thought. But that's a good shout, actually.
Padme show, yes.
A Padme show, or maybe, and I wonder how long before they start to dip their toe into the water with TV movies in the Star Wars genre.
Yeah, I'd be on board for that. I've always kind of wanted to see some of the classic expanded universe novels maybe turned into animated movies for Disney Plus. Shadows of the Empire, like the original Thrawn trilogy, stuff like that, as a Disney Plus animated movie. Even get some of the classic characters, the classic cast to come back and do the voices for like Han and Luke and things like that. One of the other big takeaways for me for that was just lovely seeing Ewan and Hayden together, both back in the day, how they get on set and off set, and like Ewan not being on the call sheet for the day Hayden's first shot was, but insisting he was there and being there, like waving from the camera, hello.
Yeah.
And then see at the end, obviously going forward to Celebration and seeing them on stage together at Celebration with some of the rest of the cast and stuff. And
yeah. And for another mention, Mr. Keeler is slightly disappointed because I think, as we mentioned in a previous show, he was actually working at Celebration as a sort of stage manager for the main stage. So all of that footage of them being on the main stage and some of the stuff just behind the scenes in the main stage, Martin has said, I am literally like one step to the left.
yeah.
Or just out of shot because, I was over to the one side from where they were, and then they got the group and the cameraman came up and click.
But you know why they didn't use that shot? It's because he would have stolen the show.
Well, exactly.
As he does. He's a scene stealer. If he was in a scene, he would steal it.
Well, and I think as well, they're trying to build him up like his hero. So I reckon there is footage of Martin at Celebration, and it just got cut.
Or if you freeze frame it, you might get like
you might see like a ghosted image or reflection of him in something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the good Constable Zivio himself, Martin's moment of fame is. I don't even know. Digitally, it wouldn't be on a cutting room floor, would it? It'll just be on, sort of a bit of unused footage on a hard drive somewhere.
Indeed. Yes, go and check out Jedi's Return on Disney Plus. Can't recommend it enough. Definitely, it's up there, I think, with. I mentioned the beginning earlier on. That's probably still my favourite Star Wars documentary there's been.
Yeah.
Just for the reaction Ewan McGregor has when he gets his lightsaber.
Yeah.
I won't say what he says, but being a fellow Scot, it's very fitting.
Yes, yeah. And it was also really nice to see as well how they discussed the whole, how they had to work with Vivian Lyra Blair, young Leia.
Yeah.
Which again, very Leia / Carrie Fisher in her outlook. She was suggesting stuff to them, and they were like, actually, yeah, that might work. Let's run with that. Sort of very old head on her shoulders from an acting perspective. So
she was fantastic in the show. So
as Palpatine says at the end of Phantom Menace, we will watch your career with great interest.
Indeed, it's. It was also good to see, you mentioned Mr. McDermott there, him not on set, but wearing in full costume, makeup, done. Probably shot someone in the UK, but the looks of it, he wasn't there with everyone else in California shooting. It looks like he was
just a sort of a blue screen in studio.
Probably somewhere in the UK, but
and Deborah Chow on a video link directing via video. So. It was
very cool,
and also a bit of a sort of capturing a moment in time, because obviously they were making a lot of this show during the pandemic. So as we've now moved somewhat out of the sort of strict regimes around mask wearing and things like that, almost slightly jarring to go back to see people on set. Walking in on the first day, and it's like, oh, they've all got masks on.
Yeah,
it was a bit of a throwback to 2020.
It is indeed, and quite interestingly, the Joshua Tree face masks they wear on that set. I've seen some of them, and some hand sanitizer pop up in collectors, production crew, cast crew groups, selling them for like £300. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I want that. As much as it would be cool to have a face mask from that, it's like I couldn't justify £300 for that.
No.
A baseball cap. I'm in the baseball cap patch group for the old crew collecting. So If anyone's listening and has one, wants to send one away.
There we go. There we go.
I will use a Sith mind trick.
There we go.
Subliminally hidden in the recording. So I mentioned that was Disney Plus Day, which kind of ties in nicely with D23.
Yes, so since Disney Plus Day, we've had the non-Star Wars celebration of all things Disney, which is D23, which, for those that aren't aware, that isn't the number of the convention. That's linked to 1923, which was, I presume that's when Walt was born. It can't be when he founded Disney, surely.
Yeah.
But it's there you go. Okay. The excellent research of Desert Planet Discs. D23 is their big sort of Disney-wide expo, and we got lots and lots and lots of not only Star Wars news but trailers for other Disney properties. Obviously one of the big ones that they've announced is the live-action Little Mermaid with Halle Berry, but from a Star Wars and
not that Halle Berry.
No, not Storm.
Not Storm.
Not Storm.
Before you move on, I'm going to drop some knowledge on you.
Oh, knowledge bomb.
You ready? You ready for this? On October 16th, 1923.
Yes. Walt
Disney and his brother Roy found the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio in Hollywood, California.
There you go. So it's not his birth, it's the formation of the Disney company.
Yep.
There you go. Every day is a school day.
So yeah, sorry, I interrupted you. You were talking about Little Mermaid. There was some other announcements, wasn't there?
Yeah. So of particular interest to Star Wars and Lucasfilm fans, we had the full trailer for Willow, featuring Wicket himself, Warwick Davis, and it does look awesome.
It looks great.
Very, very humorous. Certainly in the trailer, lots of gags, but not, sort of more sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger-esque one-liners than full-on belly laughs. But it looked very, really good. Also in the cast for that one, I think we've mentioned before, is Erin Kellyman, Memphis Nest from Solo, and certainly seems to be the darling of Disney at the moment, because she's obviously been in Falcon and Winter Soldier as well.
Yep.
And great to see. I think we had a bit of a teaser trailer previously, haven't we? And
yeah, we saw that at Celebration. That was the first, I think.
Yeah, was it?
Even before that, there was
the round table, which might have been from Disney Plus Day last year.
I think it was,
where it was Warwick sort of walking around and going, "Who are you?" I can't say I've ever heard of you, sort of thing. And again, even from that, you've got like the element of humour, because Erin Kellyman was going, I was in Solo. Oh no, I haven't seen that one. So that was really nice to see. Obviously, one of the big takeaways from D23 was akin to the opening ceremony or the opening panel at Celebration. We had another cameo appearance from Harrison Ford, this time plugging Indy 5, as it's still called.
They also got to see some footage in the room, apparently.
Yes, there was some footage in the room, and they also got the maestro himself, Mr. Williams, debuting another of his original compositions, which is Helena's theme, which is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, aka L3.
Who's playing Indy's goddaughter.
Goddaughter, yeah.
Yeah. I think one of my favourite Indiana Jones moments from the T23, I don't think it was actually part of the panel, but Ki Hai Kwan, who played Short Round in Temple of Doom, was also there because he's been announced for Loki Season 2 in Marvel.
Okay.
So he met up with Harrison Ford backstage. And
there's a photo doing the rounds on social media of the two of them meeting up.
which is just brilliant.
Yeah. It was like, this is just awesome.
I really hope he appears in the movie now. I don't think he will, but it'll be so cool.
Yeah.
I've got real. I mean, Temple of Doom gets a lot of stick, but I love Temple of Doom. I think it's the first one I remember seeing in the cinema. First Indiana Jones film I remember seeing it. The Pickies as a young boy. So yeah, I've got a big soft spot for it.
Yeah, no, I really liked Temple of Doom. Yeah, again, it was slightly edgy. I always remember the bit where they get the guy's heart out.
Oh yeah.
Obviously in the TV edit that gets every time it's on TV you don't go to that bit, and it like cuts to the adverts just as that comes on. It's obviously heavily edited, but I always remember that bit, and not being that old when it came out, and being of a slightly squeamish disposition.
Karima.
Yeah, I was like, whoo, whoo.
Karima juke today.
So so that was always one of those bits where I was like, oh, it's that bit. But
so cool.
Yeah, so really looking forward to that. Which is that summer next year, isn't it?
Summer next year, yeah, July 2023, I think.
Yeah, so something to look forward to after Celebration. Then, of course, we also got more of a trailer for Mando Season 3.
Yeah, so that was at Celebration back in May, as they do when the live streams they do on like YouTube or whatever, they don't always show everything that's shown to the room.
No.
So that trailer was shown to the panel back in May, but it was great to be able to see it again, be able to watch it over and over.
Yes.
Which previously, obviously, we didn't. There are some dodgy piratey versions were up there, but it looks so good, doesn't it? With the heavy focus on Mandalore and the Bo-Katan, and it's going to be great. And Babu Frick, or another of Babu Frick's species.
Yes.
No, it looks fantastic. Looks really good.
Yeah, and we also got more information about the other upcoming Star Wars series, Tales of the Jedi.
I don't know about you, but I was really taken aback by that trailer because I'd missed the panels for that at Celebration.
Yeah, I'd heard a bit about it, and people that had been in the panels had sort of said, "Oh yeah, it's this sort of series of shorts about Ahsoka as a baby and a young Dooku," and I was a little bit confused as to where they were going to pitch it age-wise, whether it was going to be another one of these sort of galactic pals, sort of, cutesy baby Ahsoka, and all those sort of things. But, it's animation style very much in keeping with Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and really looks to be giving off a lot of, the sort of almost the origin stories of certainly Ahsoka and Dooku. So you've got, interestingly, sort of both Dooku as a Padawan to Yoda.
Yeah.
And obviously a fledgling Qui-Gon Jinn as a Padawan to Dooku. So again, think we heard Qui-Gon speak, and I believe it was certainly, if it wasn't Liam doing the voice, then it's certainly somebody who's voice matching him very, very well. So really interesting. I'm really excited to see that as well now, because obviously it was around Christmas time, wasn't it, that the logo for that appeared on a Lucasfilm employee gift.
Yeah, it was like a record player box, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it had got all these different title things on it, and like Tales of the Jedi obviously was a very popular EU comic series in the Dark Horse era, so that piqued a lot of people's interest. Was it going to be that brought to live action or animation or whatever? But clearly they've it's going to be this sort of origins of various Jedi character. It'd be interesting, to see how long the episodes are, because they've said they're animated shorts, but I don't think anybody's actually said how long or short they are. So, if they're, are they little sort of 15-minute episodes? But yeah, those it looks great, as does all that sort of Bad Batch and Clone Wars animation. And of course, we also got the somewhat disappointing news that we aren't now going to see Bad Batch until early 2023. Is it February time?
I think it was the 4th of January.
Oh, okay.
Interestingly, Tales of the Jedi is coming sooner. That's coming 26th of October.
Yeah.
Apparently, episodes are going to be approximately 15 minutes long.
Okay, cool.
15 minutes.
Cool.
But no, it looks great. As you said, they sound amazing in it. That was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting the same animation style.
No.
So that really kind of boosted me. I was like, whoa, what?
Especially when you think that really that sort of Clone Wars into the Bad Batch animation style has really been just kept for that. So Rebels was a slightly different animation style. Resistance was a different animation style. You then got obviously the little, was it Galaxies of Adventure?
Yeah.
The little tiny little shorts, which were again a completely different animation style. You then got the Galactic Pals, which is a really preschool friendly style, and obviously Visions, which is, as regular listeners will know, a personal favourite of both Greg's and myself. So you've got different animation styles for almost every property. So for it to continue in that same Clone Wars Bad Batch vibe is really refreshing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a total surprise. And I guess some other news from D23 or around D23 was the casting of Ezra for Ahsoka.
Yes.
And looking at the actor they've cast, he looks perfect for the part.
He does.
There's another Disney Plus show was announced as well, but my brain's not working.
Yeah, the skeleton. They had some more. I think they had some more info and a couple of character shots and things from Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I think it was the first image of Jude Law from Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
But there was another Star Wars animated show it looks very much focused for children. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head.
Oh, yes. I know the image that you're talking about now.
Young Jedi Adventures.
That's the one.
Which is coming to Disney Plus in 2023. Looks like it might be a good show to kind of get the younglings in on the saga. It's certainly one I will be trying to get my younger two to watch. They're getting more and more into Star Wars slowly, but that looks like it might be quite a good entry point for them.
Yeah.
Looking at the animation style, it reminds me a bit of, there's like a Spider-Man and sort of Marvel show, which looks sort of similar kind of style.
Okay.
Animation style. Reminds me of that. So,
and of course, the other image that we got to see as a result of D23 is the stunning picture of Sabine in front of a sort of live action version, but very much in the style that it was rendered in Rebels, of the sort of the mural of the Ghost Crew.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
That looks really, really cool. Even down to the point that if you see the way Sabine is stood in front of it with her helmet off, holding it sort of under her arm, that kind of mirrors the way she's because that's one of her paintings, isn't it?
Yes, from
Rebels. And it mirrors her rendition of her on the painting. So it's really, really cool. And so that's obviously the Ahsoka show is going to pull all those sort of references in, and again, something that I'm really, really excited to see.
No, it's looking to be great. I just can't wait for that to come out. So, but sadly, 2023 to wait for that one.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be, and it'll probably be later in 2023, and therefore we may get some. Well, almost certainly we'll get some trailers and things like that at Celebration to tease that up for, maybe even later next year. Who knows? Or might drop earlier to allow season 2 of Andor to drop around this time next year. Who knows?
Yeah, because that's shooting towards the end of this year, isn't it? So,
yeah. So
exciting time to be a Star Wars fan. There's so much great stuff on the way, and Vision season 2 at some point as well.
Yeah.
I loved season 1. So counting the days, Andor. As we're recording this, it's less than a week away. So
Yes.
as we said, 3. When you listen to the show, ladies and gentlemen, will be 3 episodes down, quarter of the way through the series in the first day. So exciting times. So, sir,
talking of exciting times and great Star Wars content that's come out, something that it's actually our next musical artist. Not only are they musicians, but they also do a very, very mean line in Star Wars kind of parodies, kind of somewhere between the bad lip reading that we featured earlier and out and out parodies. They're called the Auralnauts, Auralnauts. Find them on YouTube, or they also have a Patreon site. And they came to my attention because they've been doing a parody of the Obi-Wan series called Larry, which is absolutely hilarious. I say, somewhere between bad lip reading and just straight up parody. And I think we're about 4 episodes in, so they're releasing them sort of every couple of weeks. That's been really good. But then, having then gone through their YouTube channel, they've got the whole saga done very much in that same style. The Phantom Menace one has a couple of bit moments in it that had me absolutely crying. And yeah, in these classic films, 3PO's slightly menacing, kind of almost what you would imagine BT and 000 from the comics to kind of be almost like a sort of menacing serial killer kind of vibe to 3PO. So it sounds odd, but it's really, really funny. So I very, very much urge you to check them out. And from one of the episodes of Larry, where they're on, I can't remember the planet's name now, Greg, where they meet Tala.
Oh.
And they get on the nice little bus, only for the bus to stop and some stormtroopers to get on. And this is from that episode, and we won't spoil too much about what goes on and how it all plays out, but there is a little bit of the episode in the run-up to this just explaining kind of what they're doing. So this is The Clockwork Man by Auralnauts from their Obi-Wan parody, Larry.
Larry and Layla, nice to meet you. Tim says you had a pretty bad accident. Hope you're okay.
Yeah, sorry to hear it. Alright, we're about to cross a tundra sea, so I hope you two brought your singing voices.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what you're talking about.
Legend has it, if you're traveling through any kind of big desert, the Clockwork Man will get you.
He'll pull you under the ground and make you part of his machine.
Uh-huh.
But don't worry, if you sing the Ballad of the Clockwork Man, he will allow you safe passage.
Alex, why don't you start us up?
The Clockwork Man was built of wire and tin. His eyes shone bright in the night. Bereft of soul and caught without a skin, he shambled and cried a plaintive flight. Oh, what of the bargain made? Oh, I will find another way. He toiled in dirt as townfolk watched in fear. Dark black disappeared as he cried out in despair. Oh, a bargain went astray. Oh, I will find another way. Alas, the man came to with a sudden fright. He wondered, were it but a dream? Had he known his memory had been wiped, he'd cry for singularity.
Sing it, Larry!
What of the bargain made? I will find another way. A bargain went astray. I will find another
And that was The Clockwork Man from the Obi-Wan parody Larry on YouTube, done by the amazing Auralnauts. Go check them out. They've got lots and lots of hilarious videos on there. Go and give them a subscribe and a like. And leave some comments for them. Let them know that you discovered them through Desert Planet Discs. So, with all that fun behind us, that's sadly the end of another episode. I know, it's sad, but it's true. But don't worry, friends, we'll be back very soon. As it's, I think the next episode is very close to Life Day, isn't it?
It could well be. It could well be. Yes.
So, yes, we'll have another episode.
Expect Greg to be wearing his Cantina shirt featuring Akmina.
I might actually dress like Akmina, to be honest.
Wait, you always dress like that?
Oh. Carl. What happens in the rehearsal room stays in the rehearsal room.
Okay.
So, yes, thanks once again to everyone for listening. If you've got any suggestions for songs to feature on the show, drop us a line, show@fanfatracks.com. Is that right?
Yes, show@fanfatracks.com and put Desert Planet Discs in the subject. And it will magically make its way over the internet to us. So thank you once again for listening. Thank you to James Semple for the wonderful Fantha fanfare. We're still in the process of re-recording our little housekeeping bit at the end, so we know we don't feature that. And also thank you to Mark Daniels and Vanessa Marshall for the Fantatrax voiceovers.
Yes, indeed. Legends. Thank you.
Legends, indeed. And with that, yes, I'm just going to go and make sure I've got enough crisps and pop to get me through 3 episodes of Andor ahead of next Wednesday. So, yes, busy old weekend of it. Off to see Ash. Various shows myself as well over the weekend. So, get myself stocked up and all ready to watch that next week. So,
Fandavidoso. Well, good luck at the gigs at the weekend. Enjoy Ash. Give us a report on the next show.
We'll do.
And yes, I'll have to wait till December for my Ash adventures, but looking forward to it.
There we go.
So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's a hot dang from me.
And it's a hot dang from him.
Hot dang.
Thanks for listening to Desert Planet Discs. If you want to stay part of the action and up to date on all the latest Star Wars news, check out the Fantatrax app via the App Store on your mobile device.
You can contact us via email at radio@fantatrax.com. Comment, like and share on any of our social media feeds at Fantatrax, and be sure to subscribe, leave a review, preferably a 5-star one, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcatcher or smart speaker of choice.
Don't forget to head to fantatrax.com/radio home of Fantatrax Radio, and follow us on our social media feeds at Fantatrax and bookmark fantatrax.com for all the latest in Star Wars news.
Coming up next on Fantatrax Radio, it's The Fantha from Down Under.